Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the best damn professional wrestling podcast on the internet. I am, of course, one of your two hosts himself, God's greatest creation, the gift of this generation, Mr. Perfection himself. And I am here once again with my guy in the chair, the Ned to my Spider Man, the Frank to my Peter Parker. It's Mr. Magic Fingers himself on vacation. He's got a little bit of a different
That's
scenery. So
right.
how's the vacation coming along, man?
Dude, it has been beautiful. Cannot beat the weather that we've been experiencing right now. We've had a little bit of rain, to cool things off somewhat, but it's been nice hanging out with
Yeah,
family,
yeah.
taking
It
that
it,
wonderful
it
break I've
looks
needed.
feels nice out there. So there was also I can bring this up because he's a founding father of this podcast. You also ran into somebody last night uh,
I did.
that I
I
think you
did.
haven't
We ran into the
seen.
professor last night.
Yeah, and how long has it been since you've seen him?
Oh, dude, it's been 20 years.
Really?
Since seeing him in person. It's been 20 years.
That's nuts.
Yep.
Is he still the same guy you remember or no?
Oh, same dude. Same dude.
And for future references, folks, my dog is in the living room because he can't be. So you guys are going to hear yapping throughout
Yep.
this episode, but I apologize. He got out of his collar too. I got to wash his collar now. He messed it all up. He has been a
Ooh.
handful, but that's my boy, so I can't be too mad at him. Um, yeah. So Drew, I want to kick it off to you, man, because I'm gonna be honest. I looked at highlights, but I've been back. Fenrir, shut up. Good grief. I have been back on my medicine for the first time in
Oh,
months.
yep.
So I honestly forgot that it was Monday when it was Monday. I honestly forgot it was Friday when it was Friday. So
I was traveling on Monday, so I didn't get a chance to watch it, but I saw
yeah,
the results of it, and
yeah,
it was a true rest in peace Dominic Mysterio moment. Had a feeling that he was not going to survive it,
no,
and then I mean, truly, that was the highlight of the night.
yeah,
There
yeah.
was really nothing else that was surprising to me in that aspect.
No, and I mean it's getting ridiculous at this point. When I know that I can miss Raw and not really miss anything, or if I can be playing Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark
Right?
Knight while Raw is on and not caring, that's a problem.
Yeah,
And this whole TKO Endeavor type thing, it's just ridiculous. I mean, I don't like their product right now. I still watch it occasionally. I don't watch it
yeah,
every week now, but I would rather watch SmackDown when it's live, which I don't watch
yep,
SmackDown if you really want me to be honest. And then after Raw's over, I can just fast forward through the commercials and get to my points that I need to
exactly,
get to.
exactly. And
It's ridiculous.
the really only other thing that I remember from Raw that was somewhat worth anything was that Division's trying to get a new member, and they're trying to get
Yeah,
Bouncy Boy himself in there.
yeah,
And when he decided to say they can kick rocks, they decided to kick him like he was the rocks.
yeah, yeah. It's a weird
I
time.
mean, why would I want to join a faction that has been known to be, once you're in that group, you're injured shortly after?
Yeah, yeah.
Why
I
would I
don't
want to join that? I don't want to be instantly cursed in
I
that
don't get.
aspect.
I wouldn't want to get cursed either. But the thing that irritates me is they're just okay. So, for example, I'm not going to jump ahead because we're going to talk about AEW because it was phenomenal, um, as always. But if you don't look at what AEW is doing and try to match what they are doing, you're doing it wrong. There is nothing
Yep.
wrong with taking stuff from other companies and putting your own twist on it. There's nothing
Right.
wrong with it. They need to do something desperately because I've been watching for almost 20 years. When you can get a person who's been watching for 20 years and 30 years like Drew has to be like, I'll just catch the highlights. That's a huge problem because wrestling has been such a
Problem.
focal point in our lives in our teenage years. He was raised on the Attitude Era. I was raised on Ruthless Aggression slash the beginning of the PG era. So they need to do something. I don't care about any storyline other than Brock and Uber right now. I think the
Yep.
Roman and Jacob thing is awesome. I think that's gonna come back to bite Roman eventually. Um, because I think the Usos are going to turn on Roman eventually, and then Jacob Fatu is going to end up being the new tribal chief for a while until Roman gets done filming whatever movie he's going to go film.
I can
Um,
see that.
so yeah, man, I don't have any takeaways from Raw either, other than you're right about Javon Evans. I don't think I would want to be a part of the group that literally you get murdered
Yeah.
your
I mean,
career is.
it's like the Madden curse. As soon as you join that group,
Yep.
you have a at least 6 month, 9 month injury shortly after.
Yep. Unless you're Logan Paul and can make it back in 3. That's nuts. I mean, he's not being
He's
physical.
not wrestling back, but he's back to
But how many people
put
in
his face
today's age
around.
would do that though? I have to give him credit. How many people
Oh,
in
not oh
today's
yeah, I'll
age?
give him the credit for it, but it's
That's
kind of a
insane. It's
I would have taken the time, but I understand what he's doing, why he's doing it.
Yeah. I mean, that's for me. That's crazy. NXT. I didn't watch it. I don't ever
I
watch
didn't.
NXT.
Well,
I do want to talk about.
the only thing I'm upset about is my girl Tatum Paxley lost her belt, but there's talk that she's coming to the main roster.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be good for her. Although I think she would get lost in the shuffle. But there is one thing I want to talk about
Probably.
from NXT, and it is Mason Rook.
Yeah.
Mason Rook, man. Give me your thoughts on him real quick as I step out here and check on my dog.
That Mason Rook is going to be one of these new talents that you just can't keep your eyes off of. He's going to be that type of talent that you want to tune into the show just to see where that storyline continues. And it's a probably going to be the biggest thing with NXT for a while, at least for the next few weeks, as this storyline keeps building up. But I do believe that for Mason Rook himself getting this push, he is going to be, like I said, the reason to watch NXT over the next few weeks.
Yeah, I mean Mason Rook. For those of you who don't know, was Will Cruz or Will Cross on the Independents. I knew who he was before he came in there. He's one of the most iconic chants, I believe, in current day wrestling. He's big, he's
Yep.
bad, he'll body slam your dad is one of the best things to come out of wrestling since Austin 316, and I truly mean that. When you can have a guy show up and then instantly people know who he is, even though they try to do that. Is that a fan angle? No, because
Yep.
his debut, they were chanting, he's big, he's bad, he'll body slam your dad.
That's right.
When he jumped out there and attacked Tony D'Angelo. So I'm very excited to
And
see
when he
him.
attacked Tony D'Angelo, I mean, you got to remember, if anyone watching, Tony's not a small guy,
No, he's massive.
and Tony got smushed like a bug on a windshield.
Yeah, yeah, that's 100% factual. I think Will Cruz or Mason Rook will end up being one of the key focal points of the next 10 years if they use him right.
Yes.
I would love to see him and Gunther at some point down the road. Him and Javon Evans, I feel like could do something special.
Oh, that would be beautiful to see.
There's something about Javon that you could literally put him in there with anybody, and
Yes. Kind of like William Regal, but
yeah,
a younger and more agile William Regal.
yep, and it's gonna be all right because Javon Evans is perfectly capable of doing what he needs to do. You
Oh
know what I
yeah,
mean?
there's no worries about trust and not being able to accomplish anything that you're trying to do or entertain the crowd wherever you're at.
No. All right, man. So let's jump over to AEW. Give me your big talking points from AEW and how you feeling about their current product.
Dude, I that final the main event, the
Mm-hmm.
12-man matchup
Mm-hmm.
was just entertaining.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no when you're talking about how to write the path forward on the way a program should be, just look at AEW Dynamite.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily Collision, but Dynamite.
Mm-hmm.
And they are moving the path forward on how to have a show. It doesn't matter if it's the most well-known people on that roster or if it's the new guys or the people in the mid card trying to work their way up. Every single superstar can give you a main event match at any time of that night, including the women.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's just the big talking point for me, and that main event was really good, really entertaining. As we expected it to be. Um, I think it's gonna lead to. I'm really excited about Forbidden Door. Like I'm a
You
new
and me
Japan
both.
head, so a lot of these people that are coming in, a lot of people don't know them or TMDK. I saw some people
Right?
online didn't know who they were. The fact that we are getting Zack Saber Jr. versus Kenny Omega in 2026, just warms my soul. And the one
And
thing
that's
that I
not even the main event, and that
no,
might be the match of the night, which is
yeah,
crazy.
yeah, you had
And
every
that might be
single
what
match,
starts out the show.
yeah, every single match, except for the women's Owen Hart final, because I really don't care. I
Depending
shouldn't
on
care.
who's in that. I mean, that could be um if
I
it's
think it's
Mercedes in there, it's gonna be a great match.
yeah, but that's the thing. He's mad because he can't get out. Y'all hear that? He mad at me because he can't get out. Yeah, asshole. Yeah, I found your kryptonite. Um, but the one thing that I want to talk about, and I know I'm going to get accused of being a Will Ospreay, writer. But
Not
that
on this one.
segment between Swerve
Dude, him and
and
Strickland.
Osprey,
That
oh my god,
that is like WrestleMania main event worthy
yeah,
of a match. One that you'll talk about years down the road because of
yeah,
how great it was.
yeah. Their back and forth was just amazing.
Yes.
I honestly think it was the best segment slash promo of the year so far for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Those two. I mean, first of all, Will Ospreay's hilarious when he says, I'm supposed to be on my honeymoon, but
Yep.
she
The
said, "Hey,
newly
go."
married Will Ospreay.
Yep, to Alex Windsor. So congratulations, Billy
Yep.
Goat. You're doing
Congratulations
your
to
damn
them.
thing. Um, but I thought he was hilarious, saying I should be on a honeymoon, but she told me to go chase my dream. And you know what I did, bro? I took a and then Swerve comes out and he goes, you couldn't beat me, on my worst day. Which is true. Will has never beaten Swerve.
Mm-mm.
Swerve beat him last year in the Owen Hart.
Yep.
So this story, I think, is going to be the biggest story going forward for Forbidden Door because that world
Yeah.
title picture, Mark Briscoe, it's cool or whatever. But I
Yeah.
just,
But I really think that the this is where AEW is going to kind of go off of WWE for a little bit,
yeah,
and this is going to be the Will Ospreay finishes story
yes.
uh, storyline, the same way they did with Cody when he was to finish his story and get the championship.
So you think he's losing the Owen Hart or
No, I think he will win the Owen Hart
okay,
to
go to
against Swerve.
Wembley?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
and he'll win it in his hometown.
I mean that's the that's the day I have a mental um and physical breakdown
Yep.
because I'm not joking, guys, when I tell you there is only five people that I've seen in the world of professional wrestling that will transcend this business. That's Hulk Hogan, John Cena, Stone Cold Steve Austin, um, The Rock, and Will Ospreay. There's
Four out
not,
of those five are only WWE. That's crazy.
yeah. I mean, I'm talking about pillars of the
Yeah.
guys that when you
Yeah.
think about wrestling, that's who you think about. Um,
Yep.
it's funny because I'm talking to somebody right now who she has a kid and he's getting into everything, and I was like, just wait until he learns a hidden blade, and she's like, what is that? And I showed her, and she's like, no, sir,
Don't
uh-uh.
teach him that. Don't teach him
Yeah,
that.
but actually,
Run on to give the hidden blade to the dog, and
oh, that's funny. But yes,
listen,
this,
bitch.
yeah, just damn. I can picture that in my head. That's why I'm laughing so hard. Um, but yeah, man, this segment was just absolutely amazing. Um, the energy between those two, they have instant chemistry.
Yep.
They, they're not out there selling a feud. They are out there friends in real life, letting their characters feel that anger because
Yep.
Will Ospreay, quite frankly, 7 months ago, we didn't know if he would ever wrestle again,
That's
you
right.
know? And so he's coming back. He's got the scar on his neck, and people think that it was a work, and he didn't really have neck surgery. There's people online that say he didn't have neck surgery. Yeah, he can fake a triple fusion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
that's makeup on his neck.
Right.
Um, for me as an Osprey mark, because I am, that was a scary 7 months, man.
Yeah.
Because I was like, man, we can't lose Adam Cole and Will Osprey within the span of 2 years. Like I can't, my mental state cannot handle that. Then he came back, one of the greatest returns I think in AEW's history, uh, with the Soldier Boy entrance. But the one thing I
Yep.
will say, it pisses me off about this, and I was thinking about it the other day. He came back and beat the shit out of the Death Riders. 3 weeks later, he's wanting to, get better, and then he goes and joins John Moxley. That part of the storyline makes no sense to me. You're gonna come back, beat the shit out of him, and then say, "Hey, I need help."
It but it does. It does because it shows a respect level.
Yeah.
And he knows that in order to get better, he's got to go to a darker side to someone he knows is one of the hardest working people in the business.
Yeah.
And he's got to put his body through hell again to get back to where he was and to get better. So
Yeah.
I can totally understand why he went to John Moxley.
Yeah. I mean, like I
I mean,
said,
just like when Rocky went to Apollo Creed to get help to get back into it. Same
yeah.
instance.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't think about it that way. You are right about that. But anything else you want to cover from Dynamite?
No, I'm just looking for. I'm looking forward to July 11th, man. That's all I can say. I'm looking forward to July,
Yeah. Yeah.
which we'll have to talk offset, but we got to do a on the road podcast version of that one.
Oh boy, that'd be. Oh man,
Yep, we'll
that
figure that
would
out
be
later, but
that. Wow.
we can do it.
Yeah.
We can do
Y'all
it.
got something special coming. Um. Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to that too. I think it's gonna be a great time. But let's jump over to SmackDown. I didn't watch SmackDown, so what?
Here's
Give
where
me.
I'm gonna take over. Here's where I'm gonna take over.
All right. Yeah.
They need to cut the bullshit when it comes to Sami Zayn, Gunther, and Cody Rhodes. Just
Yeah.
get this match over with and out of the way. This triple threat and Night of Champions. Let Cody win the belt because that's it's going to happen.
Yep.
If for some reason Gunther does win it, the King of the Ring winner will take it from Gunther.
Yep.
Um, because WWE is getting really stupid all of a sudden when it
Yeah.
comes to this.
Yep.
There's two outcomes you're going to have when it comes to the King of the Ring winners.
Yep.
You're either going to have Obafemi or you're going to have Jey Uso. When
Yeah.
in all actuality, it should be Jimmy Uso.
Yeah.
Um, if Jay wins, it's going to be because the bloodline attacks like crazy and they destroy Obafemi to where he just can't stand anymore. And it's going to be into a bloodline rules type of match. And Jay's going to win King of the Ring. Then
Yeah.
he will go and face Cody. They'll do the exact same thing to him. And then it's going to be Jimmy or Jay having one title, Roman having the other.
Yeah.
Or, and that's likely the road they're going to take. Or they're going to have Obafemi actually win the King of the Ring tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Face Brock Lesnar night one, defeat him in his hometown. He retires, and then he's going to go after uh, Roman Reigns on night two.
That would be nuts.
And then the only way that story can continue is if Obafemi defeats Roman Reigns. But then that destroys your story of the bloodline and then trying to be the biggest new faction around.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a making me believe the only thing they're going to do is allow Jay to win and then defeat Cody. That way, Roman has the world title, and then Jay has the WWE title.
Yeah.
Because that's the title he hasn't held yet.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to be happy if that's the case.
No.
Because it should be Jimmy doing it, not Jay.
I don't think anybody will be happy with that outcome. Their product, guys. I mean, a lot of you call us an AEW centric podcast, and we might be, but the only reason we're like that is because we have no other option. We
Yep.
can't get on here every week and just talk about WWE because it sucks right now. I've been watching for 20 years. This is one of the lowest points in WWE history that I've seen. And not that they're gonna go bankrupt or anything, but it's just they need to hit a refresh button. We a draft
100%.
something, just hitting a refresh button. Given that they
100%.
talk all these releases they did, after Mania, they all said it was because we need to make room for more younger talent, but they're not pushing younger talent to make that. The
No,
only
they're
people
not.
they're pushing is Javon Evans, which deserves a push. Ethan
Yep.
Page, I feel like is getting a push. He's right there in
Well,
that.
you got your number one contender for the U.S. title right now, which is your boy Ricky.
Yep,
Which
absolute.
they need to hurry. They needed to hurry up and finish that storyline with him and Carmelo Hayes.
Yes.
How many weeks are they going to fight in a row, and then move on to them fighting somebody else?
Yeah, it makes no sense. Yeah, it makes zero sense. So I'm excited about Ricky. Of course, he's getting a push. Ethan Page is getting a push. Javon's getting a push. But that's really the only young guys that are getting
I
pushed.
really would have rather seen Javon versus Oba in the finals of King of the Ring.
Yes.
Because that'd be the first time ever it's been two brand new people
Yeah.
that's been on the roster that year and them both getting in the finals of the King of the Ring tournament, where
Yeah,
the King of the Ring is somebody that's freshly off the roster.
yeah. I mean, he did. They're just a jumbled mess right now, guys. So we kind of have no choice to be an AEW centric podcast because it's the only one giving us a decent product. Is
Yep.
AEW perfect? No, there's some things they could fix. I think their women's division is a clusterfuck. For lack of a better term, their whole women's division is a
Yep.
clusterfuck. I think the only star currently on the roster that I give two craps about, because poor Tony Storm, we don't know when she's coming back, is Mercedes Monet. You
Eh.
know, Mercedes is the greatest current women's wrestler of this generation. There is nobody better. She can go in there with a freaking broomstick, and a lot of people are going to say Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch has the same damn matches every time. They go for 20 minutes. She hits them with a stupid rock bottom, or locks them in the armbar and calls it one.
Right.
Calls it quits. So it, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just a mess. But I'm gonna bring this episode to a close, um, because we've covered everything, right?
Yep.
Everything coming up anyway.
Oh, wait,
Oh,
wait. One final thing.
mm-hmm.
We have a new champion that we have not talked about yet.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
That is the Blackheart.
Yeah.
Leo Rush is now the Ring of Honor TV champion.
TV champion, my
And
guy.
dude, that was one hell of a match.
Yeah, yeah. It was. Leo is one of the shining lights out of this whole debacle.
And I saw a video of I showed Allie last night. We waited to
Mm-hmm.
talk to the professor. And
Mm-hmm.
it was a 2-3 minute video on how the origins of the Blackheart
Mm-hmm.
and how he went from initially starting that character to what he is now. Holy shit, what a transformation.
Yeah, it's insane, isn't it?
I mean, that's like watching Finn Balor come up as the demon, but then come back with a bald version of the gremlin of Gollum Demon. And it just, dude,
Yep.
he has evolved this character so well. It
Yeah.
makes you wonder how long he sticks in that character after when the cameras aren't on, and how long it's taken to get into character, stay in character, and
Yeah.
you know
I
it,
mean,
it damn, he's done a phenomenal job.
he might have the second best gimmick in all of wrestling right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I only say second best is because freaking Obafemi is just
Yeah.
insanely
But
over.
we were at Dollar Tree yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a big guy, was at least 6'3", 6'4", but not the wrestling build, but he was decently sized,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just standing there just doing the Oba strut, not even paying attention, thinking of anything. And I was like, Allie, look, it's Obafemi. Yeah, he just looks right at me. He's like, man, I can't believe you said that, but I'm glad you caught on.
Man, I can't believe you said that. But I'm glad you caught. Oh man. You guys, we got some special stuff coming up, man. So just stay tuned. Hopefully I wanted to hear the dogs next episode, but the biggest one is the one that's giving me the most, being just an asshole. And he'll get straightened out soon. The littlest one, he don't pay attention to nothing. He chases his tail, runs
No.
around in circles. Um, but later on down the line, maybe you guys, because I know I'm going to get some questions. I'm not ready to talk about that right now. Um, I'll give it a little bit of time. There is something that I have been getting messages about. Last week I thought I posted an episode. I didn't. I could have swore that I had posted an episode. I didn't. That's how
That
you know.
medication.
Yeah, that stuff puts me on my ass. But Drew is going to go join his vacation, sitting out in the
Yep.
sun. He needs to get a Cincinnati hat other than the toilet paper he's
Mm-mm.
got on his head right now.
Won't do
But
it. Won't do it.
I want to thank Drew for coming through on your vacation, on a non-disclosed location via satellite. Like they used to do in the early 2000s. Um,
Right.
and we want to thank you guys, man, because without you, the show wouldn't be happening. And we appreciate you guys so much. Thank you guys for watching, and enjoy the rest of y'all's Monday.